After a string of lackluster live-action outings, DC looks to have finally made amends with an underappreciated hero in My Adventures with Superman. Many DC heroes have been portrayed in various ways over the years, some more successfully than others. But fans of the show were treated to a version of one character in My Adventures with Superman Season 2, Episode 3, which served to counterbalance his convoluted history of adaption. In the Fullmetal Scientist episode, Superman first meets John Irons, who comic book readers may recognize as Steel. Following the dramatic conclusion of the first season of My Adventures with Superman, the program gave the creative team more freedom to innovate on long-standing portrayals of the DC ensemble, and this Steel is no exception. One of the most intriguing discoveries is that this version of the character has a mech suit of his own, which is appropriately powerful. Shaquille O'Neal in a full costume, aiming a rifle in the Steel movie. Live-action portrayals were not kind to John Irons in the past. The character kept his comic book appearance in 1997's Steel, although it came across as awkward and accidentally humorous. The film, which had an 8% rating on Rotten Tomatoes and starred Shaquille O'Neal in the lead role, wasn't well received. In the Arrowverse series Superman and Lois, where Wale Parks portrayed Steel, the character received an update this time, new armor. He didn't give his roots credit, though, because his character was initially unfriendly, and the costume lacked some of the seriousness of its comic equivalent. In addition to being incredibly attractive, the character strikes me as wise and strong. In fact, Superman seems eager to meet him and treats him equally. In general, Steel left an unsatisfactory impression because he either felt mishandled or was not given enough room to flourish as a character in adaptations. However, Steel's anime-inspired appearance and vibe in My Adventures with Superman appeared entirely suited to the comic book origins of the hero and blended in flawlessly with the narrative's tone. In addition to projecting an incredibly majestic appearance that is far more thrilling than previous iterations of the outfit, the persona also conveys an air of authority and strength, to the point where even Superman is eager to meet him and treats him as an equal. By leveling up a lesser-known character, DC has a golden opportunity to get more mileage out of Steel. Justice League demonstrated to viewers how Aquaman, remade in the Snyderverse, could be brought more modern in a way that made him a peer of the people he battled alongside, dispelling the myth that the hero is somehow less than others. It's not difficult to imagine Steel wearing his new mech suit in a live-action film, and the anticipation that would build among viewers, regardless of whether he's playing a single or team role. Superhero movies such as Guardians of the Galaxy have set the precedent for unknown heroes to become mainstream figures if they are portrayed in a way that appeals to viewers. In My Adventures with Superman, Steel has a solid foundation from which he can ascend to even greater heights. If DC provides the character enough support, he might have an anime or TV show of his own, maybe something along the lines of 2018's Batman Ninja. John Henry's new suit design also makes it easy to make many improvements for both cinema and television. Steel is a character that has been around for decades, but his participation in My Adventures with Superman gives him a new perspective. It instantly makes up for the character's two underwhelming appearances in which he was either underutilized or gave the impression that he was a lesser being than an A-list star like Superman. With his most recent portrayal, the hero gains real gravitas and opens up a universe of possibilities for other film and television portrayals. Steel has the potential to be one of DC's less than secret weaponry and a reliable partner for Superman.